knot, chain 30 plus 1. $30 plus 1. Okay, now we're going to do 30 single crochets across the row. 30 single crochets. $29 and 30. Chain 1, turn your work. Do a single crochet in the first stitch, and do single crochets all the way across your row, and you will end with 30 single crochets. You can use this to make a throw, a baby blanket, or any other way you want to apply the pattern. I'm doing it in each section is 30 stitches. So you'll just do, if you want to make a blanket, you'll do 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30 to the size you want it to be. Last stitch, number 30. Chain 1, turn your work. You have 2 rows of single crochet. Now we're going to start our pattern on the front of our work. And we're going to start by doing 5 double crochets. But what we're going to do in the first one is we chained 1, so we're going to do a stacked single crochet, 1 stacked single crochet, and then we're going to do 1, that makes 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we have 5. We're going to count that stacked as a double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do a front post double crochet on the next stitch. Like so. Then we're going to do 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches. Then we're going to do a front post double crochet in the next stitch, like so. So we have 5 stitches, a front post, 3 double crochets, and another front post here. It's not coming out yet, you don't see it yet, but you will on the next row. It'll be more pronounced. Okay, so now we're going to do, we've done the 5, the post, 3 doubles, 1 post. We're going to do 2 double crochets. Like so. Then we're going to do another front post double crochet. Okay, and now here's where we're going to start our cable stitch. It's just going to be a 4-stitch cable, so it's very simple. The first couple might be a little tight, but they loosen up really quickly. So it's going to be a 4-stitch cable. So we wrap our yarn twice. We're going to do it with treble crochets or triple crochets, whatever you prefer to call it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. We're going to go in the 3rd stitch, do a front post triple crochet. Go in the 4th stitch, front post triple crochet. Set up for another triple. We're going to go back in the 2 stitches here that we skipped, 1 and 2. That would be the 1st stitch, 2nd stitch. So we're going to go into the 1st stitch and go under it and do a front post triple crochet in that one. Another front post triple crochet and what would be the next stitch right here. And then make sure you don't go into that stitch right there. It's already worked. So we're going to do a front post in the next stitch, double crochet in the front post of the next stitch there beside that. And what we've done here is we've started our cable stitch, which is already crossed. You see we've got 2 stitches here, we've got 2 here and 2 underneath. So we've done a front post double crochet here, so we have to do the same. We'll do 2 double crochets on this side, 1 and 2. Then we're going to do a front post double crochet in the next stitch. Then we're going to do 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to do a front post double crochet in the next stitch. Oops, I think I got in the wrong stitch there. Okay, that stitch there. Okay, that's right. I had it in the right one. Just wanted to make sure. That's my front post double crochet. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 double crochets to end our row, chain 1 and turn. But first you can look and see what you've done. We have a post here, a post here, a post here, post, post, post. So we have these posts here, 3 posts. You'll see it better in the next couple of rows. Chain 1, turn your work. Now this row is very easy. It's all double crochets straight across the row, stitch for stitch, except for the very first stitch where we're going to do a stacked single crochet. Always there when we start that row, because I don't want to do a double and pull that yarn that far. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 double crochets. We're just mirroring the row below it. Except that first stitch is going to be, every time we start that row there like that, it's going to be a stacked single crochet. Or you can chain 3 and count the chain as a stitch. I just don't like, that's a little slack for me. So okay, we're coming to our front post double crochet, which is now going to be a back post double crochet, because we're doing it from the back to the front. Like so. Then we have 2 double crochet. We have 3 double crochets there. We're doing it from the back. You can always look. 3 double crochets. Then we have a next front post double crochet, which becomes a back post double crochet. Then 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. We're working on the back side of our work. It's mirroring the front really. So we come to the next front post, which is now a back post double crochet. And now we're at our cable stitch. And our first stitch is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our 4 stitches of the cable. We're going to go straight across with double crochets. Could not be any easier. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we have a front post, which becomes a back post double crochet on the back side, on the other side of the cable. Then we have 3. Now we have 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Then we have a back post double crochet. Then we have 3 double crochets. One, 2, 3. Then we have a back post double crochet. Then we have 5 double crochets to end our row. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 1 and turn your work. And here's what we've done so far. You've already started your pattern and you're doing a cable stitch. Now I work this in sections of 30 stitches plus the 1 stitch at the end, because I wanted you to be able to, if you just didn't want to try something larger, you could actually use this and make a scarf if you wanted to. And now all you're going to do is just keep repeating the pattern and following it. Now we're on the front row of our front side of our work. So we're going to do our 5 double crochets, front post stitch, 3 double crochets, front post stitch, 2 double crochets, front post. We'll do our 4 stitches in our cable, and I'll show you how to twist them together when we get there. It's the same as before. Then a front post, 2 doubles, front post, 3 doubles, front post, and 5 doubles. So it's a simple pattern for you to learn how to do cable stitches and to make a pretty scarf. And if you don't know how to do front post and back post, those are the stitches you're going to need to know. You can find videos. I could do some videos. I haven't, but I probably will. So let's continue. We're going to do our 5 double crochets to begin with. And your cable stitches are always worked in triple crochets. Those 4 stitches will always be triple crochets until we get to the end of the pattern, wherever you want to stop it, and you'll do the same thing you did here, the 2 rows of single crochet at the end. So we're going to do 5 doubles, except here we're starting with my stacked single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 double crochets. Now we're going to do our front post. 1 front post double crochet, 3 double crochets. Always want to do that backwards. 1, 2, and 3. Then another front post double crochet. Then 2 double crochets. A front post double crochet. And I like to stretch my work a little bit as I'm going so it doesn't get all tight and I can see what I'm doing. You see how pretty that is? And now we're to the cables in the middle. So that's going to always be our treble crochet or triple crochet. Yarn over twice, go into the 3rd stitch, go underneath this double crochet we did on the last row from the back, do a front post triple crochet, set up for a triple, do it in the next stitch beside that one, set up for a triple. Now we skipped the first 2 stitches here, so we're going to go under the first one and do our triple. And we're going to do our second triple under the second stitch that we skipped. Okay. Now we've crossed our cable and we're going to do a front post double crochet in the next stitch on top of the previous one. And you see we've crossed our cable. Now we're going to do 2 double crochets. A front post, 3 double crochets, one front post double crochet, and you'll end your row with your 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beginning, it's always the same. And there's what you're making. And then you'll just continue and we'll chain 1 and turn our work, and we'll be doing from the back of the work, which will be all double crochets across, straight across, very easy. So chain 1, turn your work. I'm going to do a stacked single crochet in the first stitch, and then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and my 5th double crochet. Then we have our back post double crochet, there. Then we'll have our 3 double crochets, front post double crochet, see, 2 double crochets, now we're up to our where we did our front post double crochet on the other row. So here we're going to do a back post double crochet. Now we're up to our cable stitch where we have our 4 stitches twisted in the middle. We're going to go straight across the stitches 1, 2, 3, and 4 with our double crochets. You know, you don't even really have to count this. It's just quite simple. I tried to make it very simple so you can make something nice, something beautiful, and learn at the same time and use it to create other things later on. So there we've done our doubles across there, across our cable stitch. Now we're up to that front post, so we're going to do a back post double crochet. Then we have our 2 double crochets. Front post, back post double crochet, sorry. 3 double crochets. One back post double crochet. And we end with our 5 double crochets on the end. Chain 1, turn your work, and it moves very quickly. And you see, if you want to, you add another section and you'll have another cable. And when you start, creating your own designs, you can put the cables wherever you want them. So we've got this cable going here, you see, it's going under here and it goes under this one. And it twists around here. This one starts underneath there and comes out and twists around that one. But every one of them is open and you can put your finger right in there. Isn't that cool? So you're making a beautiful cable stitch. And you'll just keep going as long as you want to if you're making a scarf or if you decided to make something a bit wider. And I'm going to keep working on mine so I'll have a larger piece so you can see a really good sample. So I'm going to keep doing that. Okay, so I'm coming up on the last row I'm going to do on my sample piece to give you the pattern. Like as usual, this is a free pattern. You can do with it what you will. So I'm going to do my last rows. So I'm going to do single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way across, 30 single crochets. And whatever size you did, you'll do the same thing on yours. I mean, yours will be a lot bigger, but I'm just teaching you the pattern. You can make a scarf, a giant throw, a small baby blanket, or just use it to learn to do the cable stitch. Then we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and well, guess what? We're going to do 30 more all the way across to finish off the 2 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth until you reach the end and you have your 30th single crochet. Okay, we're reaching the end of our row of single crochets. Make our last single crochet. Cut your yarn, secure it, and if you made a scarf or a blanket, whatever you made, you're done. And there's your beautiful pattern. And you've learned how to do the cable stitch in the middle, and you'll just keep going, repeating the rows. Front row, back row, front row, back row, front row, back row. It's basically a 2-row repeat. And then you do the 2 single row crochets to begin and end it. And if you want to, you could do a single crochet row around the edge. If you wanted to spice it up a little bit, you could do that as well. So I hope you enjoy. Happy crocheting!